Hi everybody, my name is Sandeep Mittal. I'm one of the co-founders of Solus AI. I spent about 20 years of my working life helping brands nudge customer behavior, which essentially means I help them use the first party data that they own to figure out how to nudge that repeat transaction, a win back, a cross sell, etc. And me and the Solus team, we've basically put all of that experience into Solus AI, which is a SaaS product which has a very interesting use case for CPG firms or firms selling in a B2B context, where the person that you're selling to, that customer that you're selling to, is a retailer, a multi brand outlet. So that's what I'm going to take you through today. How does Solus or a system of intelligence work to nudge that retailer to order more? Here's the context. You know, for any CPG brand, you're going to be dealing with a network of retailers, and you probably have a set of sellers or salespeople, the field force, that's going and visiting them a few times a month. I mean, in some contexts, we've seen that being like a weekly visit, twice a week visit, once in 2 weeks, depending on the size of the retailer and the segment that you're kind of catering to. And the seller is very often armed with an app which has got an SFA application on it, uh, which really is used for order taking. Very often, what happens is that seller is not really equipped, at that retailer visit level to make a recommendation of what products the retailer should be ordering. And what you want to do is you want to nudge that retailer to order more width and depth, and that means the seller has to be armed with much more than just a list of products that he could be selling to the retailer. He has to be armed with guided selling or a smart basket. So our entire approach or thought process was, how do we solve for what should be there in that smart basket for every single retailer at every single visit. So solve it at the retailer cross visit level, and not like a generic basket that each seller goes to each retailer with, which essentially means that this entire smart basket opportunity consists of three kinds of decisions being made. What's the SKUs that are going to be reordered? Reorder is important because, as you can imagine, every retailer that places an order, a lot of their order is going to be something that they've ordered in the past. You typically find that to be, like 70% of an order is reorders, products that have been ordered in the last 3 or 6 months. So you need to get that right. What's going to be reordered in this visit? You need to get new recommendations right. What can I nudge the retailer to buy that has not been ordered in the past? And you need to get the quantity right, whether it's reorder or new recommendation. And the way that we are approaching it is we're saying that this needs to be segment of one, which means you solve for the retailer for that visit and you learn from the feedback loop. So each time you get something right, it reinforces the algorithms. You get something wrong, it learns from that error and it kind of improves in the next visit. That's what we're doing. And the way Solus works on any such solution should work, the first thing it would need to do is build a single view of every single customer, the customer being the retailer. What you're seeing on the screen is like a kind of illustrative single view of, I mean, there are just few variables. It runs into hundreds typically of Red River stores, which is a general trade kind of an outlet. And, we tap into data sources that the brand itself has. The primary source, as you can imagine, would be ordering data. What's been the orders placed by Red River stores over the last, year to 2 years is a good kind of time frame to get. What have all the other stores been ordering as well? Who's the seller? What's your product master? What's on promotion or what's being, put on offer? Do you have a focus brand for the month, and so on and so forth? That's the kinds of data inputs that would come in, and hundreds of variables get created automatically within Solus. And then we run reorder and recommender systems. The reorder system tends to be a machine learning model with, we've got it running with about close to 130 features at this point of time, all kinds of patterns to figure out this retailer, Red River Stores. If I look at every single product that he has ordered in the past, which one of them is likely to be reordered in this next visit, and what's that quantity that's likely to be ordered if it does get reordered. And the model that we have running within Solus looks at past ordering patterns of other products. Do the patterns change when it's, a weekend or, the last week of the month? Does it change when the product is under offer, when something else is under offer? Are there seasonal variations? If the seller who's visiting changes, does that create an impact? So there's like I said, close to 130 such features that the machine learning model kind of looks at and then comes up with, of all those past ordered products, which are the ones that are likely to get reordered, and if they do get reordered, what's the quantity that is likely to be reordered. We get this really, really sharp and right. We're running typically at 85 to 95% accuracy on predicting reorders and the quantity that will come. And after reorder, you need a recommender system. So we have a recommender system with many algorithms running in parallel and a hybridizer that kind of puts them all together. So we've got systems that are like, retailers like you seem to be ordering these products, but you aren't ordering them. It's something we should recommend to you. Or you seem to have a preference for this kind of product, which could be like a category or a pack size or premiumness or the kind of use case it's solving for. So what's the kind of product you like to place orders for? And here's something else we have in our portfolio that matches the preferences you have that you've not been ordering. Preference vector or the preference system also works extremely well for NPD. So you have a new product you've launched, you have no historical transactions of it. How do you make recommendations of that new product? The preference system works very well for that. IBCF is the classic. Those who bought this also bought that kind of mechanism, made famous by people like Amazon. It's a perfectly valid strategy for making recommendations to that retailer. People who bought this product also bought that product. You're buying the first, why not buy the second as well? And trending is kind of really important for CPG or any B2B business, honestly. You need to capture seasonality, etc. So what's trending right now? What was trending same time last year? What was trending during the same festival last year? If you have products that are kind of linked to festivals, etc. What's trending in 5 kilometer radius of this, Red River stores? What's trending in the city? So you can have many variants of trending. And what we do really well is take recommendations from each approach, from the reorder, from the recommendations, and put them together. There's a learning system that figures out which algorithm is getting it right for Red River stores, and it'll kind of take more recommendations from the algorithms that are getting it right. The end output is what we call a smart basket. That's where we started off from, saying that we need a smart basket created for this retailer for that next visit. So it typically would be, here's a list of products that you need to take to Red River stores. So this is what you're arming the seller with. Take this to Red River stores in that next visit. These are the products. This is the quantity. This is the selling story. This is why it is being recommended at all. And as you can imagine, the trick out here is to make sure you get the size of the smart basket right. I mean, too long or too many products and it's not really useful to that seller. And if it's too short, you're missing out on an opportunity. So there is a sweet spot of what's the right length of smart basket between that too long and too short. Eventually, the smart basket output needs to go into the seller app or the ordering system if it's DIY ordering. This is whatever SFA system that is already in existence. You don't need to change that SFA app. You don't need to change the interface that the seller is used to. You just need to kind of take the payload coming from a system like Solus, and you need to then populate this app with the products and the quantities and the selling story that helps the retailer get more width and depth of ordering. You can measure accuracy metrics, how often are you getting it right, and ultimately, of course, you want to measure improvements in width and depth. An accuracy metric really is, if this retailer ordered 10 products and 7 of them were in the smart basket, that's 70%. So that's essentially how it works. You can report it by, product category, etc. We're typically getting it right and in excess of 80% most of the time. That's our accuracy that we're running at. And it kind of ramps up. The first month you could be looking at a 75-80% and then cross 80% because it's a learning system. You're getting this feedback of what you got right and wrong with every order placed, and the algorithms will kind of get it sharper and they'll get it more right over time. The ultimate metric, however, is, are you able to improve distribution width? Are you able to improve retailing value? Which is really, are the retailers buying more range and more quantity of product? And this is something that takes a little while to establish, because you then need to hold out a control group of retailers and a target group of retailers that are getting the smart basket, and see what's that incremental that you're getting in, width and depth over a period of time. So that, in a nutshell, is how a guided selling or a smart basket solution would work in CPG. But honestly, in any kind of B2B context where you as a brand are selling to a multi-brand retailer and you want that retailer to stock more of your product, you need the reorder system, you need the recommender system, and you need something that puts it together in a smart basket and gets the size of that smart basket right. There's, of course, a lot of nuance to this. There's a lot more to this. And if you find this interesting, we'll be more than happy to take you through a much deeper dive into what goes on under the hood. What are those algorithms? What are those nuances? How do you balance between the algorithms and business wisdom? And we'd love to hear from you and take you through more of what Solus can do for guided selling or smart basket creation. Thank you.